Hey guys, Christine here from Portable Entrepreneur. Welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about how to actually build your portfolio even if you don't have your first client yet and you don't want to work for free. Now I know when you feel like you want to make this business happen, the only way to do that, to actually be able to land clients, is to have a portfolio. And how else could you possibly build a portfolio than to work for free? So this is why so many people turn to building websites or doing work for free or donating their services to a local nonprofit because they just need something in their portfolio. So the problem here is that one, you're not getting paid, but it's also that free work rarely ever turns into paid work because they just got the work for free. Why do they want to pay for anything now? And this really just undermines the time and the value that you bring to the table. So what I want to do here today is look at 7 ways that you can build your portfolio without working for free. But before I get into that, I do want to share a few things that I want you to consider before you ever start building your portfolio, because I want you to have a portfolio that does the selling for you. I want you to have a portfolio that works for you and helps you attract the types of clients that you want to have. Okay, so the very first thing that I want you to consider is that before you ever go out and start thinking about how you're going to build your portfolio is who is your ideal client. You've got to know who it is that you want to serve because you need to build your portfolio around that ideal client. So if you don't yet know, that's where you should start, not your portfolio. It is very easy to start going out, donating the services to the local nonprofit. But then if you end up wanting to serve dentists, let's say, well, what does that have to do with the nonprofit, right? So they can't really see each other. You're not building a portfolio that represents that type of client that you want to serve. So take some time to get that figured out first. Now, the second tip is that when you are building your portfolio, you want to make sure that you are designing your portfolio around outcomes, not design. I know that's what people say is we want to make a good looking portfolio, but that's important. It should look nice, but at the same time, that's not what clients pay for. Clients pay for outcomes. So how does your portfolio talk to potential clients about the outcomes that they may receive? And so this is where, if you really don't like selling, you want to make your portfolio part of your sales team because your portfolio can do the selling for you when you design it around outcomes. So talking about the problems that your ideal client faces, the outcomes that they most desire, and showing how you can help them get there. That's really important. Now, the last consideration that is when you use any of these tips that we're about to cover here, make sure that you treat this as you would any real project that is fully paying and is just a regular way that you're going to do work. And I say this because you want to make sure that you have a contract in place. And it's going to state what is expected of them, what is expected of you. It is very clear from the beginning, and you can always revert back to that document if you need to. And you also just want to make sure you're following the same work process to be able to get the same result as you would for future work. All right, so those are just a few considerations for you. Let's go ahead and jump into 7 ways that you can start building this portfolio. So the first one is to get paid for results. So yeah, maybe this is working a little bit for free up front, but the agreement here is that you will work and the client, the business owner, will pay once you present results. So are you able to increase their leads? Are you able to increase a conversion rate, help get more appointment bookings? It depends on what your type of work is. And so that's where you want to have in your agreement, what is it that you're going to be working on to help improve a specific outcome for them? And then when you are able to achieve that, then they need to pay you for that. So that's a way to get paid, and it takes the risk off the business owner and it puts a lot less pressure on you because you're thinking, okay, well, now all I have to sell is something basically for free and they only have to pay if I'm able to actually deliver. So it takes pressure off of both sides, which can work really nicely in the beginning. Now, the second is to discount your services for a limited number of companies. So you don't actually have to work for free. You don't have to give everything away, but why not give a discount? Maybe it can be 15, 20, 25%, 50%. What the discount is entirely up to you. But again, this is really a benefit of both parties. You're working at a lower rate, but you're still getting paid for building up your portfolio. And this company is getting work and they're going to be receiving outcomes, but the cost is going to be a lot less. Now, one thing that I do want to work into this is when you offer a big discount is to also make sure that you are mentioning in there, stating in your contract, some specific feedback that you want to have from them at the very end. So this could be you asking them for a video testimonial or a detailed written testimonial that discusses the outcomes, basically where they were, what you were able to work on, what you received, or even a detailed case study that you are now able to use to land additional work, and you can incorporate this into your portfolio. So having that clear. Now, the third option for building a portfolio is to barter services. Now, I'll be honest, this is something that I haven't done in many, many years. I did this earlier on in my career. I wasn't super strategic about this either, but this actually can work really, really well. If there's certain services or products that you are in need of, you can go to a company who offers those products and services, and in exchange for them providing that to you, you provide your service to them. So let's say you offer SEO or web design, and you go to a company that does maybe some work around your house, maybe flooring, or I had a patio and some fencing done one time. So offering to exchange those services is a great way for you to build your portfolio, and you get some work done that now you don't have to pay for, which is really nice as well. Now, the fourth way to build your portfolio that you might think, wait, no, this is something I can't do. But this is one that I actually really like, is to not build a portfolio at all. Just put that idea aside. I work with many entrepreneurs who have landed their first few clients and didn't have a portfolio at all. So this is actually something we tell ourselves we have to have before we can even pretend to approach a potential client to work with us. So this is something that you want to think about. So hear me out. So what we can do here is to build a portfolio, but on your website, you do still talk about outcomes. Now, you don't have specific examples of outcomes to put on there just yet because, well, you don't have the portfolio, but that doesn't stop you from talking about the types of problems that your ideal clients have. So remember, we're speaking to a particular target audience that you are working on, that you want to be able to help. Okay, so we're speaking to the problems that they have and the types of outcomes that they desire and what you believe is the solution to help them get between where they're at now and where they want to be. One thing that I really like to do to back up what I'm saying there is to include links or quotes or information from third parties that are reputable. So this could be a stat from Google, or going to an SEO software and including a report that they had or some information that they put out, for instance, but linking to others who are reputable, and by saying, well, this is what we do, but you know what? Here's why we do it, because this is what Google is telling us to do. This is what this company who has all this experience, and this is what they see. This is why we incorporate the strategies, and this is how this is going to help get you from where you're at now to where you want to be. So we're talking about those strategies and we're backing it up. Okay. Now, the next one is also to not build your portfolio and to fully just go all in on lead generation. Don't talk about outcomes. Don't really build out a big website. Put together a one-page website, 2 if you must, and just focus on lead generation. Go out there and start talking to businesses who match your ideal clients, and do that. That is how people build up their client list without any portfolio, because they go put themselves out there. They start talking to these prospective clients. They start engaging with them, talking, and what are the problems you're facing in your business? Where do you really want your business to go? Okay, well, you know what? I think I have a solution for you. And in that dialogue, you're building up a relationship with a prospective client. You're talking to them. You're learning about their business. You're gathering a lot of great information, and it doesn't require you to have any portfolio. Now, if that strategy makes you feel very uncomfortable, that's okay. There's something we can do to kind of balance this out, which brings me to idea number 6. And this is to create your own design. So if you are a web designer, for instance, let's say you go out and you find a business website that you believe needs a redesign and it matches your ideal client. So what you do is you screenshot that, And then you actually work on a design to create a better performing website. So again, remember, our portfolio is not designed around design, it's designed around outcomes. So because you haven't worked with this business, you don't have a specific outcome. So what you're going to do is, again, talk about strategy. This is how the website looked, but this is how we're redesigning it, and this is why. This is the strategy behind this design. This business wants more appointments booked. This business wants more people clicking on the get a quote form. This business wants X, Y, or Z. So this is why we decided to incorporate this element. We removed this over here completely. We moved that to another page. We incorporated more of this color, X, Y, Z, whatever it is that you do. You're talking about the strategy of why you made specific design decisions instead of just, ooh, doesn't this look nice? So if someone is looking at two different portfolios and one just looks really nice, has a lot of nice designs, but no thoughts behind it, and then they have another portfolio that has really nice designs as well, but they talk about the strategy, the why I chose to do it in this way. It really sets up the conversation differently when you're talking with a prospective client. Well, this is why we made these decisions, but let's understand what your goals are so we can make the decisions that are going to help lead your business to the outcomes that you want. You see, so the conversation is very different. Again, all focused on outcomes. Now, the seventh way to build your portfolio without working for free is actually to just charge what you want, to just charge full price. You don't have to work for free. You don't have to work for a discount. The way I look at this is if you charge your full price, what you actually want to charge, assuming you already had your portfolio, what would you charge? And that's the price you stick to. Worst case scenario, you don't get any results for the client. You get no outcomes that they really wanted, that you expected to be able to. Give the money back. You can simply give them their money back. You don't have to keep it. You know, especially if you really just want to be in integrity, you want to make sure that you're delivering the right services, you want to make sure you are getting results. You know, so many entrepreneurs I work with, I love this because they really, truly want to do everything they can to get the best results possible. But when you are paid to do the work, if you run into a roadblock, well, now you can pay for a consultation with someone, or you can hire someone and say, oh, I just need help with this, or I just need this tweak, or, you know, it gives you money, which gives you more flexibility and allows you to do more, maybe purchase the software you need to do a better job, but it gives you the money to put you in that best position possible to get that outcome for them. Worst case scenario, give their money back. That's it. So those are 7 ways that you can build your portfolio without having your first client just yet, and without just having to do everything for free. So I hope this gives you some ideas and you can start building your portfolio. I'd love to hear from you in the comments how you plan to build out your portfolio and which of these options sound most intriguing to you. If you found this helpful, please make sure to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel so I can send you more great videos every week, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.